Okay, hi, thank you for joining the sponsor webinar today. I'm gonna go into the next slide and do a little introduction on the customer success team. So my name is Catherine Romero. You can also call me Kat, and then my manager, Vanessa Ferrero. If you've exhibited with us before, you may already familiar faces. So then I'm gonna jump in right into the webinar. So on the next slide, a few table of contents. So this slide is shared on the handouts, and you'll see it on the right side of the console. And you'll also be able to drop down some questions at the end of the webinar. We're going to do a Q questions, and also we'll have a poll in the middle of the webinar. So I'm going to go over some important dates, how to log in to build your virtual sponsor, the attendee experience, how to make connections, requests, and start meetings, how to update your team profile, best practices, and making the most out of your investment. And the last will be additional resources. And here you can actually click into one of these and it'll take you straight to the slide. Important dates. So on February 9th, the registration was live. And so you should have already registered for your conference pass. And I have the link here. The week of the 22nd was the early access for beginning to build your sponsor webinar. You do need to register first before you receive the welcome email from Swancard. The sponsor resources page is available. So I have it there. February 26th is a suggested deadline to have all your team members register for conference pass, and the same link as is registered over here. Also, networking on Swancard will be available on March 1st, so you'll be able to send meeting requests. On March 8th will be the Meet the Cruise Lines networking event, so it'll be on the Speed networking platform, and I'll get into a little bit more details towards the end of the webinar. On March 8th is the event live, so once you registered, you will receive a welcome email from Swancard to log in. So we're gonna go into how to log in and build your virtual sponsor page on the Swancard Exhibitor Center. Accessing the virtual event platform for the first time. So you should have or will receive an email from customer success with the registration link. So the email will look similar to this on the right. Once you registered within 24 hours, you will receive an email like this one with a button to log into the page. And the email will come from noreply@swancard.com. Be sure to whitelist it. After that, you will get then a window to create a password for your account. Platform navigation. So the main navigations will have 4 parts. We have the home button, the messages and notifications, as well as my profile. Here is just some buttons also to get to different sections of the platform. So I'll go into that in the next slide. Here's a virtual event area. So a couple of just information. So my event, that will be your personalized agenda. You'll be able to view your conference sessions that you've added, companies or products that you've bookmarked, and book meetings. The agenda will be the conference schedule, so you'll see what's going on throughout the day. You can find and add sessions to your schedule. The watch sessions lives are the sessions that are currently playing live. Speakers, you will be a speaker list that you'll be able to view and connect with speakers, as well as with attendees. The sponsor zone page. So here the sponsor zone page will be able to see the list and product video gallery. So you'll find sponsors and their products and service videos to download and bookmark as well. On the partners tab, you'll see official media partners and supporting organizations. And then the product and service gallery, that's going to be featured of the products that you will see for the virtual sponsors. The exhibitor news and resources, it's news on insight of what's happening in expedition cruising. The virtual press room, you'll be able to download the latest press releases and news. And the Seatrade sales lounge, you'll be able to meet and chat with sales team about future opportunities. As well, we have 3 more virtual events coming up in April. And the live event support chat will be support that will be event management will be able to help you with any questions that you have. And then there will also be a how to use a platform tutorial on the event homepage. And so the how-to videos will be coming soon. Swancard Exhibitor Center. So once you've logged in, your upcoming event should appear, which will be Seatrade Cruise Expedition. So it'll appear like this, and it will bring you to the Exhibitor Center, which will be on the right. If it does not take you there, you can click on your profile and do a drop-down menu, and it'll take you to the Exhibitor Center. Now, once you get to the Exhibitor Center is where you'll manage your company profile, which is visible to the attendees. You'll be able to highlight company products and services and be able to share company assets such as white papers. You could also see the meeting invites, requests. You can manage your company contacts. You can export your contacts from your team members. And you'll also have some analytics. Towards the end of the event, you'll see the number of views that your company profile had and number of contacts made. Building your virtual sponsor zone page. To build or update your company profile in the Exhibitor Center menu, you'll simply click on the left side, company profile, and you'll be able to populate your company information. On the header here, you can add an image or a video to highlight your sponsor page, a logo. We also have on the left side, you'll be able to drop an advertising ad, and you can also link it to a URL. And you can also do a background image. And here are some specifications. Products and service galleries. Here is going to be a list of specific products. You can select the products and categories from attendees can filter, add the name of the product, add a photo or image of your product, add a URL link to your product and service so attendees can learn more, and they also be able to bookmark the product. And here is what the attendees will see, categories. Continue on. So to be contacted by qualified participants, we stressed out that you should fill out every single detail. So your logo, your video, name, description, social media networks, websites, products, and documents. That way attendees will be able to learn more or reach out to you more if they would like to know more about your products and services. For meetings on the Exhibitor Center, you'll go to the Exhibitor Center, and under meetings, you'll be able to see certain status, either pending, validated, declined, or canceled. You can also assign a member of your team to answer meeting requests. You can also allow your team to be able to assign meetings, and you can accept and decline meetings. You can also export your team meetings. So you'll be able to export it in a CSV subfile. Team contacts. You can view and export all the contacts collected by you and your team before or during or after the event. So you'll pull information as a first name, last name, job title, company, and email. Contacts include anyone who has initiated or accepted a connection request, adding a team member. So again, you will have to go to the Exhibitor Center. On the left, you'll click your team, and then you'll add team member. And ensure that their profile is turned on. Here, you just switch this on. Then move on to the next slide, which will be the attendee experience, how attendees will engage with you and vice versa. Here is the event homepage. This is what the attendee will see and vice versa. A lot of it will start out from the sponsored zone page. And here's just the button, how they would look. So your virtual sponsor page, attendees will be able to bookmark your company, chat live with a team member, video or text, book a meeting with your company, learn about your products and services, access your marketing materials, view and connect directly with your team members, and view sessions you're a sponsor and also sponsoring, as well as view your social media network. The attendee experience, so making a connection. Attendees can view attendees as well, view profiles, make a connection, schedule one-on-one meeting. And here you'll see some AI matches. Make AI matches people so you can base off your team member profile. So ensure to fill out your profile. Would allow them to filter out the list by company description, position, main area of responsibility, sectors of interest, or country. And if you would like to connect with someone, you just click on the plus sign and you send a connection request. How to make connection and request meeting. How to request a meeting. So from the event navigation bar, you head over to attendees. You sort and filter the contacts you would like to connect with. You can click on their name and their profile, click on the available times that they have, write in a personal message, and send the meeting request. And then you'll go to My Events, and you'll see if they have accepted or if it's pending or declined your meeting request. Please note that the meeting time is held and blocked until it's accepted or declined. How to start a video meeting. From the event navigation, you head over to My Event. If your meeting request is confirmed, a button meeting call will appear 1 hour before your meeting. You will also get notifications on the toolbar right here. You can send, start, or cancel the meeting. During a private conversation that you're having with a contact, you can turn on your camera. You can also share your screen and share files during the video call. How to make a connection. So again, from the event navigation bar, you head over to the attendees, sort and filter the attendees, find the contacts that you like to connect with, click on their name and their profile, craft them a message, and send the connection request. And then once you've made a connection, you can chat directly with the contact, you can score them, put a tag, make notes about the contact. You can also export the list of contacts you've made by clicking on the drop-down menu on the top bar on the navigation bar with your name, and just click on My Contacts. Moving on. Connection request examples. Here are just a few examples. Connection request accepted, declined, pending. You'll see here an icon of it pending. And then you'll see also the connection summary. Moving on to the next slide. How to set available time meetings. So you head over to My Events. You go over to My Meetings. And then you select either the time slot that you'll be available for to have a meeting, or unavailable. If you would like to make it unavailable all day, just click here. You display all empty slots. You can switch that on. You can also export to your calendar. You also be able to download a PDF. So you export your sessions, meetings, bookmarks. And can you export it to your calendar platform? So for example, Outlook. Slide. Group meetings with Whereby. This is going to be a custom company link that will be emailed to you from customer success. And depending on your package would be depending how many group meetings links you have. The maximum is 50 participants. So here's how it would look. You will enter your name, request permission to enable camera and mic, allow whereby to access your camera and mic. You will also be able to drop in a background image for your meeting room. And if you have any questions, feel free to just email customer success and we'll help you out. Now on the next slide, we'll continue to talk about your team member profile. Be sure to personalize yours. There are 2 ways to get to your profile. It will be on the event main homepage. Just click on Ed. And then the second one will be on the Exhibitor Center. You'll be able to add your company profile. Team member profile, so updating your information. Information you can add on your profile is your personal information, biography, the about me, which is your company description, position, main area of responsibility, sector of interest, country, social media network, contact details, and company. You'll see this on the right. Here's how it will look. And right now, we're just going to take a quick break and drop a poll in. So the poll is now open. You're able to see it on the right side of the console. And the poll question, how are you feeling about participating in Seatrade? A couple of more moments to collect everybody's responses. Okay, so 40% of you are gangbusters, you're ready, and 60% I think I know how to log into the virtual platform, which is good. 0 are confused, so thank you. And now we're going to jump back on how to make the most out of your investment. Tips for a successful event. So plan ahead and book meetings, join the keynote and track sessions, connect with attendees at sessions, be sure to make yourself visible to the attendees and update your team member profile to help AI matching, connect with AI matching as well. Keep an eye out for the notifications on top of the navigation bar, as well as download the mobile app. That way you can be able to watch sessions on the go. You can also connect and take video calls from your phone. Meet the Cruise Lines networking event. So it will begin on the day of the event starts, which will be March 8th. And the time zone would be EST. From the time would be 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it will be on another platform outside of Swancard, which is the speed networking platform. And here's just a quick image of how it will look on the right. The next steps is that you'll hear from us customer success on emailing you with the network match form. You should get it by Tuesday, March 2nd. And please stand by for a welcome message on Swancard on March 8th to join the networking event. Additional resources. Just a few extra information here. Please bookmark these links, which will be the sponsors resource center, some FAQs, the Seatrade virtual homepage, as well as the virtual conference agenda. Be sure to promote your participation. Be sure to be social pre and during the event. You can use the hashtag #STCVirtual at Seatrade Cruise. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Please make sure you download the social media banners. And when you're in doubt, send your questions to us at customersuccess@seatradecruise.com. And a pro tip, click on the program session, scroll to the bottom, and you'll be able to see the list of registration people for that specific session. And that is the end of the slide. So now we are going to do a live Q&A. So if anyone has any questions, please make sure to drop it on the right side of the console. You'll be able to drop your questions. Okay, so there's a question. Kat, can you tell me how I can invite people? Can't see the second part of the question.
You're gonna drag the question box, and then you can see all the questions.
Okay, I think I see them.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you. Okay, so there's a question. If there's an issue with filling the company page, how does one reach out? So you can reach out to the life support page, and they'll be able to help you out. So it'll be on the Swancard platform. And you can also, if there has been no reached out back to you, you can also just reach out to customer success. And then there's another question. Can you confirm the virtual conference timings will be based on which time zone? So it will be based, you'll see on the time zone on the left side, and it's going to be to your time zone. It's going to be adjusted to your time zone. Another question is, for video connections, are we using your channel or our own Zoom connection? You can do the video connection on Swancard, and for the group meetings, it will be on Whereby. It will be another platform. Okay, one question about the virtual backgrounds for the video link. Can you use one? Not at the moment. It doesn't have the feature to use a virtual background, but you could customize the meeting room. So you can drop in a logo of how it will look. Okay, we have a question on, hi, can you give me any more detail about Meet the Cruise Lines event? With sponsors identify top 3 and then find out who they are meeting the day of. So, okay, we will have more additional information on that. So just wait to hear out from us on the March 2nd. We'll be sending you a form, a matching form. Okay, we have a question from Fabricio. I submitted the Twitter and blog information, but I don't see it on the Seatrade page yet. So we have a deadline. Once the deadline is reached, we'll start to slowly release the Twitter and the blog. You should see it sometime this week. And if you don't, just feel free to reach out to me. But we did receive your Twitter and blog, I remember. Remind us when we can start populating our sponsor pages. You should already have access to log into Swancard and then start building out your sponsor page. So if you do not have access, you need to register first, and then you'll get a welcome email from Swancard. If you're still having issues, you can feel free to reach out to us and we'll help you out. Okay, well, looking forward for everyone to seeing you on the platform. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, customer success, as well as please tune in for April events that we have going on as well. And I'm going to take one more question. So when I log into Seatrade 2021, I also see context of 2020 Seatrade cruise. Teresa, you should only be seeing the contact you made in Expedition. Maybe if it's probably because you're on the virtual page, but I'll confirm and I'll reach out to you and see if that's true. Okay. And that is all. So thank you everyone for joining the webinar. Please, again, feel free to just reach out to us. We're happy to help. And thank you for participating in the polls and in the Q&A.